Okay, welcome. I have been asked a question by a subscriber about how do you respond to when someone you love is not long for this world. So I'll be talking about that today. So I'll be talking about death and just how we need to be around people who are dying. Okay, enjoy. Okay, so yeah, I was just looking through some of my questions that people have sent me over the past year or so, and I realised I hadn't answered that question. That someone was saying, how do you react or how do you act around someone who is dying? How do you be around this person that is not long for this world? And I think it's key, especially with what's happening with coronavirus and what's been happening with vaccines and things like that, that I feel that this last year with COVID-19, 2020, has really shown just how frightened we are of death. And I feel as a society in the West, we're terrified of death. And this stuff with COVID-19 has been, it's really been up in our face that as a society, it's something we're really frightened of. The interesting thing is in most other traditions, death is celebrated. It's seen as a positive thing, and there is not seen as that. There's not a lot of fear there. In the Mayan traditions, I've forgotten his name now, but there's a Mayan teacher who says that they just see it's a normal part of society that there's death, and they even have these ladies who I think they're called grievers, and you pay them, you give them some donation, and they will just sit with you, and they will grieve with you, so they'll cry, and they will help you to move through death. And I feel that if you're around someone who is dying, then you need to work on your own fear of death and what that feels like. So for me, that means that when you're around them, you are in your bright and shiny. You're not in this really sad and lonely, because when someone is dying, they're very sensitive. They're very exposed to spirit, and the veil between life and death is quite thin. And I feel that it's really, really important, therefore, that you're very quiet, you're gentle with them, you're very loving with them, and joyful as well. It's like real gratitude for them. My wife a number of years ago helped facilitate when her mother was dying, and she felt that it wasn't that she was helping her pass over into death, she was actually birthing her into the world of spirit. In the same way that her mother had given birth to Michelle, my wife was therefore birthing her mother into spirit. And I think that for me is key, that when we kind of are around people who are dying, rather than we're seeing that they're going, they're leaving us, seeing that they're on a journey to the next realm. Whether that is to heaven, or whether that is to the realm of spirit. It's like Abraham Hicks talks about returning to source. So yeah, I feel those are just some reflections. If you're with someone who's about to die, then be in that bright, joyful space. Give them love, gifts. Gift them with your presence rather than your fear. Gift them with your love. So, okay. Many blessings. And as always, if you've got any questions, please do leave them below. Okay, take care.